Part 6. The Judicial Conflict of Interest. Funding the bench. Now we're taking this investigation inside the courtroom, because the biggest question is this: how impartial can the system really be when the courtroom itself may be financially tied to the child support machine it's supposed to oversee? Most people walk into court believing the judge, magistrate, or hearing officer is completely separate from the enforcement agency. But under federal Title 4D, that line can get blurry fast. States can enter into cooperative agreements that allow federal child support funds to flow into the court system, and that money may help pay for the very people processing these cases: child support commissioners, magistrates, hearing officers, clerks, staff, paperwork, testing, and administrative costs. So when critics talk about a systemic conflict of interest, this is what they mean. The courtroom is not always just a neutral room where justice happens. In some places, it can function almost like a subcontractor for the Title 4D agency, and the federal government can reimburse a major portion of allowable child support-related court costs. That means the system has a financial reason to keep the cases moving, keep the orders active, and keep collections high. Now ask yourself, if higher collections help generate more federal incentive money for the state, and some of that money supports the agencies and court operations around these cases, where is the pressure pointing? Is it pointing toward fairness? Or is it pointing toward maximum collection? This is why so many parents feel like they're not walking into a courtroom, they're walking into a revenue process. And it gets even deeper with administrative hearings, where instead of appearing before a traditional judge, many parents face a hearing officer tied more directly to the executive enforcement side of the system. That can make the process faster and cheaper for the state, but it also raises serious questions about due process and neutrality. Even court leadership organizations have historically pushed back against cuts to Title 4D funding, because that money helps keep court operations running. So here's the takeaway. If the bench is funded by the same system it is supposed to supervise, the public has every right to question whether justice is truly independent. For your own investigation, look for cooperative agreement contracts in your county and review the rules on judicial expenses connected to child support funding. Because once you follow the money into the courtroom, the word impartial starts to look a lot more complicated.